Chukwudu ya ga-ahụ. Ya fere Benjali onye mbuso amụma Ojukwu n'ime akaja n'ime melodi mana ọ gosi mana udu mmiri olite bụrụ uwe nyenye Biafra anụ anaba ebe ọ na-aba mmiri ọ bụ ọrụ aka Chukwu Alekwu na nkịtị Nigeria bye no ayana wako sometia ayana wako umu Nigeria bye no ayana wako sometia ayana wako chief prophecy mwele pati ayana wako every leader of Biafra Foundation United States of America ayana wako sometia Ona tu bye no ayana wako ayana wako Zion Islam Israelite ayana wako ayana wako Nebenchen America ayana wako ayana wako Biafra naturalization ayana wako United States of America Fanasi Nigeria bye ayana wako sometia ayana wako Ayi kana kwa ayana wako Ayi kana kwa ayana wako Ayi kana mekoli kwa ayana wako sometia ayana wako bye no ayana wako bye no ayana wako bye no ayana wako ayana wako ayana wako Obulendi Sanyamala Njahobuti Babulugoditi Chinkefe Weliti Fadabago Kuchuku Ajemeyeme Olendi Biafra Mala Njahobuti Babulugoditi Chinkefe Weliti Fadabago Kuchuku Ajemeyeme Okuwa Nekuoku Boturilu na wano bemba ola bendi weya ya bye no alago obulendi Sanyamala Njahobuti Babulugoditi Chinkefe Weliti Fadabago Kuchuku Ajemeyeme Olendi Biafra Mala Njahobuti Babulugoditi Chinkefe Weliti Fadabago Kuchuku Ajemeyeme Okuwa Nekuoku Igbo turilu na wano bemba ola bendi weya Nigeria bye no Biafra go Obulendi Sanyamala Njahobuti Babulugoditi Chinkefe Weliti Fadabago Kuchuku Olendi Biafra mala ya obuti abulu polisi ijepe woni ada bawo ajebe oku wane oku ibo turilo na wanu bemba ona bendi waya Nigeria bye bye no ya mala go ibo oko simba asino deli je wola no yiye bi eyi obodo amolo mmadu ninu ha no place like home mana o were ajụjụ na-ajụ obodo na-abụkwa yelu na babụ okwu onye galụ ibe ya agalụ onye welu isi ibe ya ewelu onye jisiarịda ibe ya rigolu emesịa ọ bụrụ ozibe kwuru ka a na-eme ogini kwuru chere a ga-emezinụ ụtọ agaluga abalị ma ngwongwo okwu egwuregwu na-abụghị ọkwa ya ka anyị ji aka onye ọbụla binyelu aka ọkwa ya ka anyị aka na-abụghị ọkwa ya ka anyị ji aka ọ na-abụghị ụta ọkụkọ ọdụ n'olu ga-ego ya akwala onye si na ya chọrọ ọgụ ma ncha ma kwada ọ na-arụ mmadụ ibe ya aka n'ọnụ onye ahụ na-ekwu eziokwu ibe mere ụmụ Biafra na 1966 o gosiri na ọ bụrụ ogide kwuru ka a na-eme Biafra ga-alarịrị afọ ime keke aka ọnwa ise na nne abụrụ ya bụ nwa dene na nne ndị ọgba ajụjụ ọzọ onye nọ na be mmadụ a na-emegbu ya emegbu ọkụ ọgbalụ be nna ya ọkụ gbagodu na be nna ya asị ya na ruo ụlọ ebe ọ ga na-atarụ ama nkọ ọ bụ naanị onye iberibe pụrụ ileta obodo nna ya indigenous people of Biafra woluwenu n'omume eburu ọdịla anyị n'amụma n'akwụkwọ Deuteronomy isi na atọ site n'ọgụgụ ya nke itoolu ruo n'iri ise ka anyị narazienụ maka na ọ bụrụ okwu Chukwu ka anyị na-atọ n'ekpere oge Ifeanyi emebeghị mmadụ ka famịlị anyị iwe na-ebuzi onye mere anyị Ifeanyi emebeghị Ifeanyi emebeghị mekwa ya ụmụ Biafra Chukwu du anyị obodo niile jikọrọ aka wee taa one Nigeria Fadi echego otu o kwesịrị ebi n'aka wee tụọ ụmụ ya aja n'unu ole unu wee malite ike kasịrị wee malite wee taa nna ya ozugbo a na-eji ka ya indigenous people of Biafra onye na-echekwadoro n'ụra cheta anyị acharago ọtọbelo ọ bụ ole ndị ka anyị amalla ya ọbụchi babụrụgodi ichefe nwere mana agbara okwu aga eme ga-eme ole ndị si Biafra amalla ya ọbụchi babụrụgodi ichefe nwere mana agbara okwu aga eme ga-eme ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu igbo tụrụ ilu na nwanụ gwemba ọ na-be ndị nwe ya Nigeria bye-bye no ya bụrụ alagbo onye jaje n'ife mere dede n'ụwa ọya n'ibe akwa ife mere anyị na 1966 ọ na-abụ ndọta ya akwa na-akụ ma otito dịrị Chukwu maka di m Chukwu emeka ọdịnegwu of the blessed memory onye jiri ife ọma wee kwụọ ụgwọ Chukwu emeka ọdịnegwu Chukwu ebe na ebe nọ na achịcha dị mma ga-akpọgị ilu ike mma Nnewi ezi Igbo gburugburu ike kọbụrụ agụ n'ụkwụ ebe ọ na-achọ ọdụm onye amụma Biafra onye amụma baba nnukwu a onye amụma Ibim Chukwu emeka dị n'egwu Chukwu onye amụma ụwa niile elugo onye amụma na amụma ịmalụ n'ọbụ ekwuru onye amụma amụma ịmalụ onye amụma wee bịa onye amụma otu okiri nwanyị gbabalụ na-elu onye amụma were pụọra ya aka onye amụma dịra ya bụ ọsọ onye amụma onye amụma kedu maka ezigbo onye ndu IPOB indigenous people of Biafra Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwa ka nwa ezigbo nwanyị Royal Highness eze Israel Kalu n'odogago ya nwanyị ọma of the blessed memory. Akachili, Afari Beku Woketegete, Masina Dikalu, even you were putting on your Calicia. Unegwari atukipa for you a bujuso. Egwari atukipa olibere. Kama nandi na takipa olibere ebu na atu. Yesi watu kudo ya gao. Ya brother eventually. Samumojuku Mazina Mikalo Nina Kajanine Melody Mazina Mikalo Anongosi Manujumili Mazina Mikalo Oli Tebulu Wenye Biafra Mazina Mikalo Anana Beba Na Bani Mazina Mikalo Mobolo Akachuku Mazina Mikalo Mazina Mikalo Alekuna Kipi Mazina Mikalo Nigeria bye bye no Ayana wako Sometia Ayana wako Nigeria bye bye no Ayana wako Sometia Ayana wako Chief Prophecy Mwelefati every leader of Biafra Foundation, United States of America, on a soon bye bye no, Zionist land Israel life. America, Biafra naturalization, United States of America, Panasi Nigeria, bye bye. Ayi kana kukwa, ayi kana kukwa. Ayi kana nekolikwa. Bye bye no. Bye bye no. Bye bye no. I
Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for Brexit, in 2023 live broadcast. Today we will focus on the failed state called Nigeria. Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for Biafra exit, in 2023 live broadcast. Today we will focus on the failed state called Nigeria. Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for Biafra exit, in 2023 live broadcast. Today we will focus on a failed state called Nigeria. Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for Biafra exit, in 2023 live broadcast. Today, a failed state called Nigeria. Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for in 2023 live broadcast. Today we will focus on the failed state called Nigeria. Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for Biafra exit, in 2023 live broadcast. Today we will focus on the failed state called Nigeria. Join our Radical Awareness by Simon Ek, the Biafra spokesperson for Biafra.
You're welcome back. Thank you very much. There was no sound. I think the sound is restored. The sound is back. You're welcome to Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM live in Biafra land. You are also watching live and direct on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, both on iOS live streaming app and Android live streaming app on Enter Biafra. You are also watching live and direct on Enter Biafra YouTube channel, also on Twitter, and of course on other social media platforms of the IPOB autopiloted media platforms worldwide. This evening, we are here again to continue the radical awareness for Biafra exit in 2023. What we are here to do is to make sure that every Biafran receive brain and prepare yourself for what is to come in 2023. We are here to make sure that you are free from mental slavery. We are here to make sure that you are ready mentally, physically, and otherwise for what is to come next year, 2023, as Biafra will leave Nigeria by fire, by force. And so we are going to go straight to the business of the day. Sorry. We're going to go straight to the business of the day, which is the reason why we are leaving Nigeria. I want you to watch this sister. Three things we're going to discuss today is that, one, we're going to discuss how you are treated as a Nigerian all over the world. We remember we are talking about failed state. Today I was supposed to be on time so that we can continue from where we stopped yesterday, which is the failed state of Nigeria. So part of the failed state is what I'm about to show you today. One is how you are treated as a Nigerian with Nigeria passport globally. Two, how far we have gone with our radical awareness posters and flyers and all that sharing in Biafra land. Most part of Biafra are already seeing the posters everywhere in the street. And there are some pictures which are not clear. I think we'll be waiting for more clear pictures. Whenever you see the posters everywhere in your state, your street, in your city, you take pictures and share it on social media. It's part of the radical awareness for Biafra exit next year. 3, we are going to go a little bit into Ebubago activities. Those who are talking about crimes in the Southeast. The people that are responsible for criminal activities in the Southeast are the governors and the politicians using Ebubago. And we are going to discuss about it this evening. So even though we don't have enough time, we are going to touch these 3 different issues, and then we go from there. Wait for tomorrow if we come on time. We are going to have a lot of time to do a very thorough analysis on that. So I want you to look at what Nigeria, how the world treats you as a Nigerian. Listen to this, Reverend Sister.
UK about Heathrow Airport, London City. Can't only have that. Afọ gara aga ka m chọrọ ịbịa London bịa fụ nke tọrọ nwanne nwoke wee tinye akwụkwọ visa from America tinye akwụkwọ visa mana ndị a nwee kwere enye m ha sị na statement account ndị sister na nwere ife dị ya na ya nwere enough money ga-eji m na UK mesikwa tinyekwa ọzọ ya true nke nwanne nwoke akụkọ ha story wee gbanyụzie ọkụ ọwụ ya ka kịta bụziri American City wee nke ọwụ nke visa again wee book flight pụtakwa na airport ndị America onwerekwa onye ejezikwara m gịnị ka ị na-ejezi UK email onwerekwa just ihe ma wee na-anya passport yes citizen pian echeke m ịmakwa ya ka a na-eme wee rutekwe Heathrow Airport. Oh my God! Ịmakwa ka erute Heathrow Airport a na-aga n'immigration chekwa ma normal ya erute ndị immigration which passports UK citizens and American citizens this way, other citizens this way. Ụlọ amakwa na ebe ndị UK citizen na American citizen na-aga nwere dị ihe dịka immigration just iri scan or passport gị ị na-eje ihe ị na-eje nwere dị immigration officer na-ajụ gị ihe niile anything ajụọzi ịgbakwara COVID ajụọzi vaccination ajụọzi statement of account o nwere ihe ajụ no self service ka a na-akpọ nke so ihe na-ekwu o wee bụrụ ụzọ ihe anụwa ya na-asụ so meseji ntaka bụ ọ bụrụ na o nwee ihe na-arịọ Chukwu ọ bụrụ na o nwee ihe ịchọ from God it's a matter of time ya dị na gị osisi nwee ndidi ịchọrọ travel abroad ọ maka na obodo anyị adịrọ ọnụ maka mmadụ ji achọ ebe ọ na-aga ọ bụrụ ya mana ọ ga-adịcha mma so ọ bụrụ na o nwee ihe ị na-achọ ihe Chukwu onye gị nwee ndidi it's a matter of time mgbe ị ga-enweta ya mgbe Chukwu ya emerụ gị ya onye eme gị ya ọ dịghị ka fim n'anya megodu ebe a na-ebute ibu ndị mmadụ ka nọ na-eche immigration mmadụ abịago buru ibu ya nekwa ibu eburugo nye.
All right. So you've just watched this Reverend Sister. She said, all right. Sorry about that. She said that na passport na suzo. I want to play that again. She said that passport na suzo. I want you to understand that. Passport na suzo. Passport na suzo. That is what she said. And, you know, so we are going to...
UK Heathrow Airport, London City. Can't only have that. Afọ gara aga ka nchọ ịbịa London bịa fụ nke tọrọ nwanne nwoke wee tinye akwụkwọ visa.
She lives in the United States. She wants to visit her brother in the United Kingdom. She applied for passport. She applied for visa. They refused her visa. You know, the United States, you know, from the United States to the United Kingdom. They refused her visa because she has Nigeria passport. Okay?
In America, visa. Manantia no ekwere enye mo. Has a statement account in the system. No, what if yeah, na enough money.
So they refused her United Kingdom visa as a Nigerian living in the United States. Even while she is living in the United States, this United Kingdom that is milking Nigeria dry refused to give her visa. From America, they claim that she don't have enough money in her account.
In the UK. So yeah, true. Okay, one nwoke. Akụkọ ha story. Where one is your.
Now she applied the second time. Yet they denied her visa. As a Nigerian passport holder living legally in the United States, they did not even consider that this woman is living in the United States with a Nigerian passport. They still denied her visa to travel from America to United Kingdom. As a Nigeria passport holder, the country that the British government are milking their company. Somebody from their company, they could not even say, let us give this woman or this lady a visa. As a reverend sister, you know, a reverend sister, asylum there, a reverend sister, they refused her visa.
Oh, we are American city.
So now, finally, after the second failure, she decided not to apply again and until she become American citizen, American passport holder. Now, listen.
Well, we can visa again. When book on flight.
After she got the passport of America, she don't need to buy or go for visa. She just book a flight. A flight.
Put up an airport in the America.
As she came out, you know, as she went to the airport, nobody asked her again, what are you going to United Kingdom to do? At the American airport, too, nobody asked any question.
Oh, yes, citizen. Check him in.
When they look at that she's a US citizen, nobody asks question again. Just like that, they check her in.
Heathrow Airport. Oh my God. Heathrow Airport. Immigration. Check on more normal. Everything immigration. Which passports, UK citizens and American citizens this way. Other citizens this way.
When she gets to the Heathrow Airport in the United Kingdom, they ask people, those with UK passport and American passport holder this way, those with other country passport holder this way. And she continued.
American citizen like that. What the head of immigration just really scan or passport. You know, the immigration officer na ajugi.
So it happens that where she is American passport holder supposed to follow, and those the United Kingdom, you know, passport holder supposed to follow, there were nothing like immigration officer, no human being. Just take your passport and scan, and you go your business. Serve yourself.
Anything. I just say about COVID. I choose the vaccination, I choose the statement of Africa. Oh, when he had you know, self-service can happen. So, then the whoever also, yeah, Nasu.
Okay, she said that nobody asked her about anything. No COVID vaccine, no nothing, no financial statement, no account, anything, no nothing. And then she continued to say, that is the way this passport makes. Now, passport to an asuzo means that the passport that she is holding now, American passport, makes ways for her. The American passport that she is holding has made the way for her. America, before America, and before you the passport you are holding is making ways for you. Now ask yourself, what way have Nigeria passport made for you? Kedu way Nigeria passport megoro? Onye sister na-agwa gị na America passport na-make way for her to serve herself at the airport without any immigration checking, without anybody intimidating her, without anybody using telescope or microscope nenyo your picture on the passport or not. That the American passport is making way for her and every other passport holder, every other United States passport holder. The passport itself, ordinary passport, they make it way. The question is, all these sneak and poop that are fighting, that are talking about Nigeria, all these idiots that are fighting for Nigeria, seeking asylum in United Kingdom, seeking asylum all over the world, and talk about Nigeria. All of you that went to the United Kingdom, to America to seek asylum, you got asylum, you got passport, and today, when we talk, you say Nigeria election. When we talk, you say Obi. What way have the Nigeria passport made for you? Is it the asylum? Is seeking asylum with Nigeria passport the way? Because when you talk, they say it is because the Nigeria passport are traveled. Traveled where? Traveled where? Because of Nigeria passport. The Nigeria passport that already made you a criminal. The Nigeria passport that make you lie. You tell all the lies in this world in your asylum. Everything you say is not true. You are lying. You use lies. You use lies because Nigeria is a lying country, a corrupt, a terrorist, a criminal country. Everything you say with Nigeria passport as holding Nigeria passport are all lies. You told those lies many years ago. Not now. Because those of them that are holding the passport to come to diaspora somewhere in America, in Europe to seek asylum, they are genuine, they have a genuine problem because nobody wants to be in a country that have almost 11 terrorist group where they are killing people, kidnapping anyhow. So now, and Nigeria government are killing too. So now you have a reason to come. But those people that travel in America in those days, and today they are enjoying the America with passport. If you talk, they tell you they are an American passport holder. Did they tell you how they ended up in America? Did they tell you what they did before they finally succeeded in living in America? They lied to the authority, all manner of lies in the name of seeking asylum with Nigeria passport. I want you to listen.
So, message in Takabo. Obu no way here na yochuku. Obu no way here from God. It's a matter of time.
We are not, what we want from God is not to pray for passport. What we want from God is that God give you the directions so that you support the Biafra liberation next year. So that we are going to build Biafra and our passport will be respected just like they respected this American passport. What is too big? How is that too difficult for you to do? And let me tell you, this Reverend sister also should understand that the people that fought for this passport did not rely on prayer. They carried gun, they carried arms to fight this same United Kingdom, this same British, this same Britain, America. They carried gun and fought them. They engaged in what we call guerrilla warfare. They fought very brutally so that this passport will become what the passport is today. It is not by prayer. So now she will come and tell you to pray so that you are going to get this passport. But the people that fought for this passport did not just pray. They fought physically with arms. They defended and fought for their freedom, and they were able to make this particular passport to be what it is today. But they will come and tell you to pray. Prayer is good. Prayer is good. We are not saying that. But I'm telling you today that the people that fought for America did not just pray. They fight with gun and bullet.
Travel abroad.
Obadiah Drama, the question is, what are we doing about Obadiah Drama? We can do better, and it can never happen in Nigeria because Nigeria have a different ulterior motive.
So, when it's a matter of time. We went here, but we are melody. Oh, make here, what did it caffeine? Nanya, Negodu, ever ne butibu. In the mother canon, immigration. Mother Maria Dago, who you be?
All right. So I believe you have now, you've watched that. So because of the way the dimension we are taking now, we are going to say bye-bye. We are going to say bye-bye.
Olendi si Biafra mala ndia obuti babulu goriti ijefe woliti bagaba okutuku ajemeneme okuwa neku oku igbo turilu na wano gwemba olabendi weya Nigeria bye no Biafra lago obu olendi sanya mala ndia obuti babulu goriti ijefe woliti bagaba okutuku ajemeneme olendi si Biafra mala ndia obuti babulu goriti bagaba okutuku ajemeneme okuwa neku oku oturilu na wano gwemba olabendi weya Nigeria bye no Biafra lago
Nigeria bye no na Biafra nago. The next we are going today is to, bring to you the Ebubeago, and here we go. I want you to see what Ebubago is doing to our people. Now, for some of you who do not understand, who don't know the story behind this guy you see on the floor was tortured to death by Ebubago in Ebonyi State. Was tortured to death, and that is how they have been killing Biafrans. And the reason why they captured this guy was because this guy you see on the floor being tortured to death was a land agent that sells land and get commission. And I said, I am going to use this as a center of gravity for Umahi's, crimes against humanity. A lot of crimes have been committed by Umahi. So, this man you see here is a land agent. People that sells land and they collect commission. It happens that he entered into land business, land deal with an Ebubago friend, a friend that he knows as a Ebubago person. So it happens that they sold the land, commission was paid to the Ebubago person. Now the Ebubago person who collected the money collected his own money as well. So this guy that you see on the floor now went to this Ebubago guy to give him his own share of the commission of the proceed, from the agent fee that was paid on that land. Land. He has nothing to do with ESN. He has nothing to do with Biafra IPUB. The reason why this guy was tortured and killed was because he is an agent. They did business of land together. Ebubago guy decided to swallow the money by a loan and don't want to pay this guy. So it happens that one day, this guy went to wait for that Ebubago guy in the street and say, you are not going anywhere today until you pay me my money. That was how he found himself in this situation. Ebubago guy did not only arrest and kidnap, abduct this guy, he also informed all his members. They bundled this guy, tied him like a criminal. They took this guy to where they are torturing him now. They tortured this guy to death. Now, the community where this guy come from, where he was tortured to death in Ebonyi State, the youth rose up and started protesting about his death. And they went to the local government chairman of that part of Ebonyi State. The local government, on getting to the local government chairman, I have made this particular exposition some time ago, if you people can remember. On getting to the local government chairman, the local government chairman went inside his house, brought a gun, and shot another youth down. Point blank. The youth fell down there and died without wasting any time. The chairman killed the youth because Umahe is the Hitler of Ebonyi State. When I gave him Hitler, so he was the Hitler of Ebonyi State. That same Umahe is calling Simon Ekpa the new bandit in town. So I want everybody to see what impunity the activities of Ebubago in the southeast. So those who are shouting, insecurity, Ebubago are into kidnapping. Ebubago are into car snatching. Ebubago are into all the crimes, including enforcement of sit at home, is Ebubago. And when they come, they tell you, stop ordering sit at home because the enemies are using it against our people. That is the people that are not listening. These are the people that want Umahi and his group to use them as a sacrificial lamb. Because they will tell you to come out, they are going to send this Ebubago. Ebubago will go and enforce it at home and all of you be killed. So whenever we order sit at home, you sit at home because it is for your own good. Nobody will come to your house and kill you. Now I want everybody to watch.
Love for this boy was better.
Now, in case look at what they are doing to human being. Umahi sanctioned this. Umahi sanctioned it. Oh, we love Ndibo. We love Ndibo. Oh, they'll come to social media and write on pages of newspaper. Look at what Igbo politicians are sanctioning. How can you have a very wicked, devilish, and very, very notorious politicians who can sanction this kind of torture against their own citizens. You see the reason why you must stay away from anything political activities in Biafra land. We have banned every political activity. And that you go and participate tomorrow does not mean you are going to participate next tomorrow and go free. Look at what the politicians are doing to our people. Are you seeing it? He did not kill anybody. He did not commit any crime. He did not steal anybody's property. He did not. Look at. Look at that step on human beings in a You hear what they say? They say he want to go and steal somebody's is a lie. Is a lie. So what we're going to do, let's even agree that Ogajizu means he was about to steal. Because they have to give you a name. So Ogajizu means that he was going to steal something. So he have not actually stolen anything. Okay? But I'm telling you the true story now is land. They had a land business, and the Bubago guy collected the money and they refused to give to him. And when he decided to confront him, he ended up being killed. And that is what Ebubago is doing today in Biafra land. Now let us watch another Ebubago victim. Another Ebubago victim.
Talk on Ebonyi State. Recall that at the beginning of this program, we actually told you that Honorable Sokorie telling us and giving us detail of what happened when he was in captivity of those who captured him.
When he was in captivity of those who captured him was Ebubago. Why did they capture him? Kidnapping. Watch.
In the dungeon.
On the order of Umahi of Ebonyi State. You see the reason why some of us are going to make sure we use bottle to barb these politicians' hair.
As many of our guests who came before now told us that there is a torture house in Ebonyi State, owned or controlled by the Eastern Security Outfit, Ebubago, and we'll have to hear all that today. But let's quickly tell you, Honorable Linus, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good evening, Nigerians.
Yes. Yeah, let's begin from when they said you were kidnapped. Was there any time they kidnapped you?
I was abducted on the 16th of October at 11 a.m. precisely by a team of Bubago militia operatives that was personally led by one Panchrist Eze. He's called Power. He's the special assistant to the governor on internal security.
Are you hearing that? Special assistant to Umahi on internal security. They have been empowered to kill, abduct, and kidnap and kill in Ebonyi State. Of course, some of them are resigning now because, they know what is coming.
At official position. And what happened was like a movie, but actually Gestapo style.
Okay.
I was driving that early morning, and I saw a checkpoint, purportedly a checkpoint that looked like a normal security checkpoint. And a vehicle was parked, just like the policemen would do, and they were not in any uniform, but this black type of T-shirt, which you see operating for some police groups wear. And somebody approached me and said, "Can we check your boot?" I mean, that was normal. I was driving myself all alone, opened the boot. After I opened the boot, for a truck, you know how to open the boot of a truck is? After checking the boot, I said, "Is that okay?" He said, "Yes." "Okay, can I go?" He said, "No." He was holding an AK-47 rifle, similar to what the police carry. He pointed me towards where the vehicle was parked by the side. I said, I should go this way. I said, why should I go that way? He said, I should go that way. That there is a drug allegation against me.
Okay.
I said, drug allegation, how? He said, yeah, I own one premises called City Hub in Abakaliki. It's an entertainment spot. He said some people were arrested in City Hub who were from the place itself, and they are mentioned. I said, I've been away from Ebonyi for 3 months. I just came back last night. How? Anyway, while we're doing this, the people who were by that vehicle cocked their guns. I saw, God, let's fire him. It was then I saw it was pump action gun that those were carrying 47. And I said, oh, a bubago, because that's what they carry. As I was still asking him questions, 3 other vehicles, these were Sienna buses, came. Each of them was occupied by at least 6 persons carrying those pump action rifles. I was saying I should go. He said, at that point, he said, Honorable, I know you. The person, I couldn't recognize you, but I never met him in person before. But at that point, he was telling me, please go, let nobody injure you. I visioned his face when the chief and Wamba was, so I was very active in campaigning for him. So I said, okay, this is this SA. He said, please go, I know you, let nobody injure you. We were discussing 2 other Hiluxes, this type, innocent type, with the back built like the police type, came in more. There were more than 30 operatives, all carrying guns and all pointing at me at the same time. So I saw the danger. I walked into that vehicle. Sequestered me inside. One of them hit at me. He said, no, don't touch him. Don't touch him. And I said, my truck is there. I leave my vehicle here. I have money there. I have my phones, and I have some personal effects. He said, okay, where's my key? I gave him my car key. He went in there. He sent somebody. They brought the money that was there, my phones and the few things were all there. He said, yeah, that's them. He wanted to give them to me. He said, no. He held them back and entered the front of the vehicle, gave one other person my car key. They drove, and we drove off. If I said somebody had accused me of drug, right opposite the old government house where they drove me into is the state police headquarters. I was hoping that they would drive me to the police headquarters where probably those people who had accused me in the police cell. They drove me into the old government house, drove into where it's known to be the office. Before they sat me down, gave me a seat in front of their building. The man who was their leader, the pancrist, the SA to the government internal security, asked me, yes, Honorable, some people are in our cell. They had accused you of drug. They mentioned your name. They were arrested in City. I said, oh, fine. Please bring them to confirm. Let me also confront them. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nobody was brought. He walked away, made phone calls. It's a large car park in the building. He went, made phone calls, came back. I mean, he was answering calls and going.
Allow this thing to flow because this is just a story. So you people can hear the story yourself. It's in English.
And I said, well, asking who had video that was shared on the forum some time back? Bring it up. Let Honorable watch. Another 10, 15 minutes, nobody brought out a video for Honorable to watch. He now made his call and went far into the car park. Another one who is called Ugo Martin, who they say is allegedly the head of finance of Bubago, came to you and said, hi, Linus Okoro, you are now here. We have seized your phones. You can no longer write nonsense about the governor online. Next thing, they'll dig 6 feet, put you inside, cover you, and nothing will happen. Life goes on. I said, are you told to kill me? He said, don't talk. You have no right to talk here. I said, in a democracy, he said, there's no law here, no law rights here, and you have no right here. Is that correct?
They told you why they picked you?
You know, at this point, nothing, because we're waiting for the drug allegation. Nobody was brought.
Okay.
So this same Ugo Martin, after telling me the 6 feet to be dug and not to happen.
When you call names of persons that are not here.
Mentioning because they were listening to me, and it's a person who is known. I mentioned Pancrist as a power who is SA Internal Security, and he was carrying an AK-47. I have mentioned Ugo Martin, who is said to be the head of finance of that organization. He now told me that, look at you. How can you contest Senate against the governor? There is an look at you. How can you contest Senate against the governor? It is an insult that it is the governor who made everybody. I said, have you asked the governor what help he was to me and what help I was to him? that you are probably don't know the history of myself and the governor. I am not sure the governor would tell you to do this. And even the governor would not say this, that I'm contesting election against you, be an issue. One other young guy was asking me, is he running for election? I say, yes, he's the Labour Party candidate of who wants to challenge the governor. That is the last discussion from the 11 a.m. when I was abducted till 11 p.m. when the police came to rescue me. Nobody came. They kept me there. After some time, he walked away after the discussion. They now took me into the room, their office. It's an outer office for the first time. Gave me the same seat to sit down. After about 10 minutes, they now said I should remove my dress. They removed my top, took away my sandals. Already they had taken my phones away. And said I should remove my jeans. I would say, no, I'm not putting on anything on that. I just woke up in the morning to try and buy something. They left me with that. I sat down there.
Now, I want you to understand. Police came to rescue him from a Bubago, of course, because, you know, he's a Nigerian politician. Now, did any police come to rescue this one? Did any police come to rescue this one? The answer is no. Okay. This one was killed. They even killed another person on top of it. Maybe you killed another one on top of it. For them. Now, look at it. No police. Ordinary man. They use this axe, breaking his bone. Look at them, that fine. Look at him. These are the politicians. These are the people. These are the heartless people who cannot go after terrorists, who cannot go after Fulani terrorists coming to kill you in your land. They were not recruited to fight crime. They were recruited to be used as hired assassin, political thuggery. That is what a Bubago is doing. So let us listen to a politician and police came to rescue from their hand.
After 20 minutes, they brought me outside. Instead of giving me a seat now, they now start me on the floor. I was there for 10 minutes, took me inside and sat me on the floor. Okay. While I was still sitting down there, I noticed that Ugo Martin invited about 6 of the operatives. There were so many of them. Also, I'm wearing guns. Invited them to hold a tete-a-tete aside. 6 of them now came to me and said, yes, stand up aggressively this time. Who are you? Why do you don't remove all this dress? I said, I am not putting on anything. I can't undress myself. 4 of them, one held this hand, one held my legs and stretched me out. Okay. The next was pulling my dress. So I was struggling all along with them. I said, don't naked me. We don't have to do this. Then the 5th person pinned my neck down with his knee and used his knee to hold my neck to the floor. Wow. And they stripped me naked. All right. Having stripped me naked, the same way they're carrying me, one person to each of my legs and one person to each of my hands.
That was torture.
They carried me. Of course, they were hitting me with the butt of their rifle. They were struggling. So many things were happening at the same time.
So at that time, maybe you passed out.
I was struggling because I didn't want to be put on naked. They now carried me that way and took me outside into the car park naked. All right. Somebody videoing. That is what. So and I noticed, I said, why are you videoing all these governors? One of them said, why are you videoing? He said, according to him, allegedly the governor and the younger brothers should send to that. I said, and I started talking the video. Said, is the governor cannot send you to video me, but if he's the one, okay, see my nakedness. They were hitting me, wanting me to stand up fully naked. So I'll be under that video. Okay. My mind told me, if you do stand up, it's possible that they will put you in a frame that somebody can go and manipulate the computer and not take my image, juxtaposed with some other image, maybe somewhere, probably anybody, any situation. Okay. I said, told him at that point, me. At this point, I have guns around me. 3 of them with AK-47, 9 with pump action. Because I was struggling and looking around.
All this they did was because you came out to contest
election.
Against the governor.
All because against the governor. That's according to Ugo Martins. Okay. Because outside that, no question, no interrogation, all the drug allegation, nobody asked me any question about that all through that. And they now left me after maybe about 1 p.m. They now left me, sat me down, naked in the car park, open car park, for the next 30 minutes. All around me with guns. I turned around to look, one of them behind me, say, if you look back again, I'll fire you.
Okay.
A young boy, probably.
So what happened?
Something.
At what point did the police come to?
At this point, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I remained there with them till in the night it got late. It became dark, no light. They left me inside the office now. Now they are giving my gin. I saw that the zip had been, of course, it had been ripped open because of the struggle. Okay. I wore back that gin, tied it up because there was no zip any longer, and managed to be with it. Around sometime in the night, around 8 p.m., one of them, unknown to me, I don't know, I never know him, walked to me because it was dark and said, "Oga, I don't know what is happening, but pray." Our guy just said that very soon they'll take you into the cell, and by 2 a.m., we'll come and pick you.
So what 2 a.m. means?
How would you picking somebody at 2 a.m. to where? I don't know, but of course, you know, the implication that I mean. But finally, what now transpired was that I didn't know that all this while an uproar had gone out, because all my struggle was how to pass information where I was. I begged the people on duty, even I had 250,000, the money they saw. I told the boy on duty, please take all that money. Just make one call to inform where I am. The young man said, we were specifically told not to let anybody know that you are here, not to make a call on your behalf, and not to give you a phone to make a call.
At this point, you were with
Ebubago from 11 a.m. up to today I'm talking to you.
After that 11 a.m., what did you take to? Is there anything called the torture chamber?
At 9 p.m., at 9:20 p.m. exactly,
yes,
I was led into a cell.
The same people have turned around today. They commit this crime. They call ESN. They call Simon Ekpa. This is what they do. If this man is not alive to tell the story, maybe, you know, the next thing is that he was kidnapped and killed. Nobody will know who kidnapped and killed him. The next thing is Biafra killing each other. It is the governors. I told you people, anybody that is coming to tell me any rubbish, hold Umahi responsible of the insecurity in Ebonyi State. Hold Ugwuanyi responsible for the insecurity in Enugu State. Hold Soludo responsible for the insecurity in Anambra State. Hold Hope Uzodimma responsible for the insecurity in Imo State. Hold what is the name? Ikpazu responsible for the insecurity in Abia State. All these people are directly involved in sponsoring this insecurity to blackmail Biafra agitation. And we are not going to, our Eastern Security Network will not lay down arms. In fact, we are fortifying their arms. We are buying more of modern arms to confront Fulani terrorists because they come with a very heavy, modernized military Nigeria supplied arms. So we are going to buy things that will match what they are using to come to kill people in Hamufu, for example, and terrorize our people in the Southeast. So if anybody thinking that with all this insecurity that these governors are sponsoring, that we are going to stop Biafra, you are going to be disappointed, because we are going to buy machine gun, we are going to buy chain gun, because that is what they are using to come to kill us. So anybody that is thinking that all this blackmailing and propaganda is going to move us not to fight for our freedom next year, you have a long time waiting. And you are going to wait for a very long time. In fact, we will disappoint you. But this is the mother of the insecurity in the Southeast is what you are watching now. This is what, explain it all. I have just brought two class of people. Two class. One is a very poor man, a very poor Biafran, a very poor person that doesn't have anybody to speak for him. Look at him lying on the floor. The second class is a politician who is contesting against Umahi in the Senate for the seat of a Senate, in 2023. He is contesting in the same constituency with Umahi, and Umahi wants him dead. And here you are hearing his story. You see from different perspectives, from different individuals, from different class of people in Nigeria, what the politicians are doing. So you see the reason why all these criminals, all these crimes, all this insecurity in the East is increasing every day. While our ESN are in the bush, making sure that Fulani did not come, they will send the military to go and attack them, and then they will send the Bubago to go and attack those in the city. Are you seeing insecurity? So long as the politics continue to work free.
A cell, that's the torture chamber.
Cell, yeah, that's right there. I saw 9 young men. Some of them, most of them younger than 18. Some of them have been there for up to 2 weeks. Many of them, nobody knows there. Their parents don't know, their relations don't know, and they don't feed them. Within the 9:20 I was taken in, and 11 p.m. when the opera outside, thank God for...
Clement, thank you for your support. Make fundraising on 10th and 25th for US for us diaspora, or is it for US diaspora? Find out about other diaspora. Is it US? This will boost fundraising. Thanks. Mr. Clement, Mazi Clement, may I know the reason you chose 10th and 25th, and of which month? You know, 10th and 25th of which month? May I know 10th and 25th of which month? We need to know so that, you know, and why do you choose this date? Please make your comments so we can rub mine together. Thank you.
For my media, thank God for my age, for my community, thank God for God. That uproar I had raised, the Commissioner of Police was now forced to send a crack team who came to rescue me at 11. Between that 9:20 and 11 when I went out, I had insisted that they go and buy food for these young boys who were there out of the money I had with them. Thank God, one of them agreed to go and buy something for them to eat. So at 11 p.m., the police came to rescue me. What they told me was I was being taken into protective custody. I remember that I told if the police, with that, their head, who is the Pancras Eze, who is the power, the SA Internal Security, I told him, remember what your people did to me. This is the torture I went through. My ears were drumming at that point. I had undergone surgery. This is my glass. This is my glass I used to read. When I got there, when I saw they started beating me, I told them, please, I've had surgery in my 2 eyes. Please don't. At that point, they started slapping my eyes consistently, hitting me. As I speak, this document here, inside there is the report, the reference I was sent because of my eardrum, tympanic membrane, what they call it, which had been torn. As I speak now, since I've been in that place, I don't pour water on my head so that water does not enter my ear. These are the offshoots of the torture that is still... I have been scheduled also to go for eye surgeon, but that's by the way.
Okay, Honorable, we'll come back to you. Let's quickly just go for this short break, and also to tell we are opening up our platform.
Now, I want you people to understand. Somebody made a comment about George Floyd. You see, you must be watching this. Look at the way they step on a man, a Biafran, and they will turn around and tell you they love you. Turn around and tell you, Omahe will say, Ebonyi State is not a Biafra. Who is he? Who is Omahe to say Ebonyi State is not a Biafra? How they use axe to match it, to ask somebody, look. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound of axe. Listen to the sound of axe. Axe.
Love for this boy was better.
Listen to the sound of axe on a human being. They are breaking his bones. Look at this one with big stomach. Afonshi. Look the Afonshi. Look this one. Pregnant men. Look how this one look. Afonshi. Look at what Umahi is doing to people in the southeast. Look at what Umahi is doing to our people in the southeast. Look at what Umahi is doing. Are the world seeing this? Are the world seeing this? What is different? This is worse than Floyd. This is worse than what America did to black Americans to black Americans in America. This is worse treatment, worse torture, inhumane and degrading treatment. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And this is happening in the southeast. Yet they are the one that shout the most of insecurity. They are the one that tells you Eastern Security Network. They are the one that tells you IPOB. They are the one that tells you that Biafrans manufacture bombs. We will manufacture bomb and even manufacture aeroplane to fight you people when the time comes. Look at what Umahi is doing. Umahi now have impetus to come to social media and call Simon Ekpa a bandit because Simon Ekpa is fighting, so that Umahi will not be treating people like this. The reason we are leaving Nigeria is so that you are not going to be treated like this. So that you are going to find yourself in a country that will have sympathy, remorse to human life. This is the wickedness of politicians in Nigeria. And that is why when we are going to remember these people, when we are going to remember this politician, hey, do not say, why are you people heartless? Because they have done everything to us. They have dealt with us. When we are going to start with them, hi, Oga Adekwa wonder. Oga Adekwa egu. Do not think that you are free. Police, when the army, everywhere. Do not think that your government house is free. Do not think that you are secured. Because the day we are going to have enough, there is no amount of security that will stop Biafra people from capturing you in government house. I am telling you the fact. No amount of security will stop Biafra people from breaking into government house and capturing you. And that day is fast approaching. Mark my word. The revolution will be very bloody. I am telling you. Because we know how heartless these politicians are in Nigeria. Very, very heartless people. But the revolution is going to be very bloody. And we are getting closer. Those who are calling everywhere, calling embassies, they are not seeing this. So they will not see it. But I know that this video I am making today, these brokers will break the internet. It will break the internet. I know. I know that it will break the internet, but let us see how these criminals, wicked souls, are going to react to it. Now watch.
Sir?
I've told you the story behind that man. Now, I do not know what else they want to talk about.
If there is no opposition, let the kite perch and the eagle too. And still going on, let's quickly just, you see, now you've gone through all these, the case is still in court, isn't it?
No.
It's been discharged.
The state government withdrew
that
I was going to come to that actually.
Okay.
Suddenly, I was taken to the police. The next morning, I expected the police, okay, sorry, what happened and so on. They rather brought old petitions that had been brought by state government against me, which said I was writing a state, criticizing the state government in January and February and March. And I had gone to Federal High Court Abuja and got a judgment. In fact, the government was told to pay 6 million naira, which had not even been paid. The brother, oh, this is already overtaken by events. I have a judgment against it. So there was nothing to charge me for. They didn't ask me what happened. I insisted they should take questions and take statement from me. I said no until I bring a petition.
So all those allegations of drug and all that.
Yeah, so suddenly
nothing.
The police now kept me that Monday. On Tuesday at about 4 p.m., they took me to court. Suddenly standing in the dock, I heard I was being charged for murder.
For murder?
Not drug, not insulting the governor, but I was now being charged for murder.
This is somebody that the same police, Nigeria criminal police, came to rescue from kidnappers. From Ibubago kidnappers. They came to rescue him, and the next day, he found himself standing as a murderer. As a murderer. They have concocted all manner of crime on his head. I want you to understand the evil and impunity of this Nigeria. Nigeria, you know, I don't know why people, in fact, the worst thing that will happen to you is to be a Nigerian. Just listening to this story, because he is big fish. He could not be killed like that. If it is ordinary poor you, any day Nigeria happened to you, like this man, you'll be dead, completely dead. They charge him for murder. From being rescuing him to become a murderer in the court and standing before a judge as a murderer. Hey, Alo Melo, I want you to see the reason why these people are fighting tooth and nail against the Biafra from coming. Because they know if Biafra come, this nonsense will not happen. It is only Nigeria that support and aid and abet such crimes against its citizens. And because when you are like Adolf Hitler against your citizens, Fulani, honor you because their own is the eji Igbu mmadụ eme ọgụ. Fulani ji Igbu mmadụ eme ọgụ. Igbu onye nke gị eme ọgụ. So the more you slaughter ndị Igbo, the more they value you. That is why Umahi is romancing them. I want everybody to listen to this.
Nobody asked me. Even the police, fortunately, that they should assist me that I was being accused of drug. They don't even confront me with one allegation of drug.
Right.
But I was not charged for murder. So, I was to find how did he...
Now, what is different between this and what you see them doing to me on social media? Victoria Osai, God please don't punish the entire Igbo race together with those perpetrating this evil. Amen. Yes, of course. Now, what is different between me and this man is that, this man, so they capture him, and if he is like me, the allegation will be on social media. They will call him Ekberima. They will call him Tinubu boy. They will call him Atiku gave him money. They will say he is working with Nigeria. They will say he hates Ndibo. They will give him all manner of names, just like you are giving to me, because but in Kenya, you know, for him, they don't need to give him the name. They will give him the name why they torture him. They will give him the name why they want to kill him. They will give him the name why they present him to the front of judge. And that is exactly what Nigeria is. Lies, blackmail, propaganda, cook up things against any citizen that want to speak the truth. And that is why nobody is talking anymore in Nigeria. Everybody is quiet. When you talk, they say, don't talk, or you are going to be killed.
And the government decided
to withdraw
the
all
charges.
the charges.
Yes, I had taken them to Federal High Court seeking enforcement of my rights. They requested that I also withdraw that. Withdrew charges of murder against me. I withdrew the matter in the Federal High Court.
What about your campaigns?
My campaigns take off, continue. So I want to tell about, first of all, I said I have thanked God, I've thanked my wife, I've thanked my political group, I've thanked my community, and the media and other social activists who did all the work. I have forgiven everybody. There's no ill feelings. This is, for me, the politics go on. This election, we must campaign within the law. We are going to win this election. Okay. So all those Labour Party supporters, caring heart supporters, let us focus. Do not go into acrimony. Do not go into bad blood. What we're asking, luckily, the governor of the state is also the candidate for the APC. So he wears two caps now. As a candidate, he needs to campaign to win his election if he can, but I believe I'll beat him because the people will support me.
All right.
But he had a responsibility to provide a level playing field. Let there be peace in Ebonyi, and let there be peace across the constituencies so that people will be alive to cast their vote freely and then also enjoy the benefit of the
Thank you so much. Linus Okore is a candidate.
You know, we need to refresh. You're welcome back. We were told, we're just getting information, you know, everybody is getting information from social media. We're just being told that according to the report coming from DSS dungeon, it is like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu, our leader, somehow have beginning to distance himself or have actually distanced himself from criminal and treacherous Barrister Ejiofor, the murderer, the kidnapper of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finally distancing himself from Barrister Ifejuna, Judas Ejiofor. So the information is there. Let us bring his leg to the public, because I know they are going to send this program to him. And because, you know, the level of treachery and betrayal is pushing him, so we are going to push him now to fall into the river with this particular statement we are making now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have finally distanced himself from Barrister Ejiofor. So it does not matter what comes out from there. But the news now is that there is a vital information that will be communicated to whoever through the other town crier. The town crier that was announcing, Oyendu say no sit at home, Oyendu say in town crier. So that town crier is now the frontliner, the person that are fronting to be making announcement. So finally, the Caro White is no longer going to be announcing. Agwamuno, the day that I will open a Ejiofor book will be his end in this Biafra struggle. Is it not happening? Is it not happening? He will still come back and do some funny thing and write whatever nonsense he's going to write. He is gone. Go and watch and listen to our broadcast the day we started, you know, dealing with him. Any day we open our mouth and say, you are gone, it is the word of God. You are gone. I told Ejiofor, that when I finish with you, Emaro na nwokede. Nwokede. You got to go? Emaro that na ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ. If you like, go to kill cow in all the aroshi that you have in your community. It is not, it's going to work against you. I told the Jofo that you are gone. You can never ever rise again, both in your profession, both in this struggle, anywhere in this life. You will never rise again. That is the way it is going to be. You betray Biafra, betray and killed and mastermind the killing of many people. And you shall pay for it. I want you to understand that you can't touch somebody that is innocent and go free. So, we are watching with Ufanya. I will be watching you with Ufanya na Benine. You know what I used to do? I deceive them. I deceive them with all these things, you know. So I can now watch Ejiofor any place he is with Ufanya. Touch na agba sike. And some people say that, oh, he went and started saying, I don't even know that anything like this existed. I don't know where, in fact, I don't even want to make comment on that. But there is something that I want to make comment today. Those of you, especially the elders, who are standing on Nigeria side and standing on Biafra side, you better make your choice. So you better make your choice. You better make your choice. Not when we begin to do something, then you remember that you have to be part of Biafra. At that time, I got bakwagi boot. You better come out now and stand on one side. Don't think you are smart. So also brain brain no genaka. So itinyo kweba. No we kese mia. Onwere kese mia. Some of you that are standing on Nigeria and standing on Biafra, you are the problem we have. Because you have not come to show that you are actually ready to get your freedom. So how can you be saying, it is either you are for P2B, and you allow us and you regard the good as enemy. Do not come and pretend. I support P2B. When P2B fail, you will Biafra. No. We will take you as enemy, and the enemy of our freedom you will continue to be. I am not into all this nonsense of I have to go to P2B. No. Your activity in supporting P2B is jeopardizing Biafra. Do you understand it? Two-face. That is what you people are. So if you cannot be a man enough to make a choice, stand on it, where you are not part of us. You are not part of us. I'm not ready to be listening to all this nonsense. Keme P2B, Keme Nigeria, P2B this one, P2B that one. But you have been part of the Shout and Biafra. So stand on P2B, Kusike. Don't come and start disturbing us. And very soon, I will not have meeting with anybody again. Anybody. If you are not going to talk about Biafra, do not invite me to any meeting again from today. I don't want to waste my time. If you are not convinced till now about Nigeria and Biafra, is it now that I'm going to convince you? Don't invite me. Do your P2B thing and let me see you as our enemy, first of all, so that we'll go with you. I know that you are our enemy, number one enemy. I will regard you as one. Don't invite me to anything from nobody. I don't want to. From today, I am not ready to meet anybody to discuss anything P2B or to discuss anything if your invitation is not about how we are going to get exit from Nigeria next year, don't invite me. Because even if you convince me that we are going to discuss this Biafra, I will exit that meeting without informing you people. So today will be the last day anybody will invite me to any meeting that will be discussing P2B or discussing anything at all that is not about Biafra. Don't invite me. I am making it public so that you don't say Simon Ekpa is insulting elders, so that you don't say Simon Ekpa is not taking advice. Come and advise me how to get Biafra, not how to get Biafra by voting in Nigeria politics. Advise me how to get Biafra. Bring idea how you think we can go to get this Biafra without voting in Nigeria. And I have my own idea. And that idea is that we first of all make sure we do not validate Nigeria. Make sure we do not vote anybody from Umahi to anybody. Umahi that is doing this thing you see today in Biafra land. We will start by making sure we do not give them any vote. That is the way we want it to start. So come, invite me and give me an idea. Invite me and bring something to the table for Biafrans. Come and tell us what you think we should do to add to what we are doing. But don't come and tell me to stop sit at home. That is working. Do not come to tell me that we must support P2B. After that, when he fails, we are going to do Biafra. Don't come, because I will disgrace you. And after that meeting, I will come publicly and say it. So do not come and invite me. If any meeting that is not about how to get this Biafra, don't invite me. I am doing this thing publicly, this announcement. I am not targeting anybody. It is not targeted at any group. It is not targeted at anybody. But from today, being the 22nd day of December 2022, I am not going to be in a meeting where we are going to be discussing sit at home, where we are going to be discussing where we are going to be discussing Nigeria election, if it is not about how we can bring something to the table to make sure Nigeria Biafra get freedom in 2023. Don't invite me. And I want to tell Biafrans that, the flyer is already, I do not know what kind of camera is this. Our radical awareness for Biafra freedom is is on top gear. So I think that the flyers and the posters are already in everywhere in Biafra land. The posters are appearing. As you can see, this is a street, street somewhere in Biafra land. I think this should be maybe like a Ebonyi State or so. This is a Ebonyi State, if I'm not mistaken. So you see, the whole, I don't know which kind of camera is this. This must be some alien camera. So the posters for no 2023 election in Biafra land is on the street. Oh, say to go. Oh, say to go. Oh, say to go. Look at it. It is already in the street of Biafra land. Very soon it will be littered everywhere. Oh, say to go. So if you see it, take a very good picture. Don't take a picture with a technophone. They say that technophone is not very good. So do not take picture with technophone, because this kind of picture, I don't understand that. the picture is like Nokia touch. Nokia touch a picture or something. So take a picture with a better phone and let us continue. Now we are going to have, we're going to receive call. I'm going to receive call. Somebody say, Yoruba Nation is not saying no election. Are we Yoruba Nation? Are we Yoruba Nation? Why are you talking about Yoruba Nation? Is Biafra Yoruba Nation? Everybody, every group have their modus operandi. We have something we do in common. So our modus operandi is not the modus we are using is not the modus they are using. So they have their own way, and we are not adopting the same thing. So please, we are not copying anybody here. All right, so we're going to open the line, and all you have to do now is to make sure you ring us and air your opinion from what you've heard this evening. You're welcome to the program, my people. The line is on, and we are going to take call in the next 30 minutes. We will be receiving call in the next 30 minutes. Remember that fundraising, emergency fundraising is on the 24th of December. You're welcome to the program. Ndewo.
Mazi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before
okay.
Man, I try. Left. Right. Or not right. Left.
Yes.
So, second one, Imandeva is not a Bugari or not.
Yes.
On the Dano, any dread at a zero, in Camera Joy,
Omekoza.
In Camera Joy,
Omekoza.
In Kajupoy, Imekozo. So he need a Kenaju. 2, 3, passport in a Kumaz air, Nigerian passport to Evo in the whole world. Let me give you an example. I'm living in India and I'm married. I have Indian wife. Can you imagine? I know in India. I am how because of the Nigerian passport. You with the Nigerian passport, I think I the worst criminal in this earth. I am on a good night. Even though in Nigeria, now has me with them. Mazi Mariho ni me Nigeria body in 2023. Do it. Other years bomba.
There were
piece of in this world.
There were.
Please.
There were.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you too. Bless you too. All right, we continue. Yes, good morning from here.
Hey, good morning, Mwejibuago.
Ndewo.
Hello, God bless you.
Bless you too.
Bless our women.
Bless you too.
And our media warrior.
Bless you.
Mwejibuago, there is something I just want to contribute regarding that sister, that reverend sister. Can I give you my own experience?
Go ahead.
Nigeria passport, I personally tag it badge of dishonor. If you carry Nigerian passport, you are carrying a badge of dishonor. Now, I live in Japan with my family. My son was born in America. He has American passport. My daughter was born in Nigeria. She has a Nigerian passport. Then I went to bank to open an account for both of them. They are just teenagers. Do you know that within 10 minutes, after I filled out the 2 forms for both of them, within 10 minutes, the account was ready for my son, handed over to me. But they returned the phone for my daughter and gave me 3 documents to fill. One is an undertaking that I will not use this
for fraud.
The first document I signed was that I do not belong to family of president, governor, minister, any public office holder in Nigeria. That was the first document. Second document is that I signed undertaking that I should not use this account for money transfer.
For laundering. Okay.
Another undertaking is that I should not give this account to a third party.
All right.
So you see, all these things, then they now said that it's going to take 1 week to process to know if it is approved to open bank account for my daughter. I took that of my son and walked away, and after 1 week, they now called me. My daughter is just 10 years. She cannot get involved in any crime. She is not a criminal. But because of carrying Nigerian passport, she was already tagged a criminal. And she wants to be investigated. And finally, after 1 week, they called me back and said, okay, I can come and complete the process. I now went back and finished it. Then I also went to open an account with my wife in another bank. Then I told my wife that she can't open an account, that she should go to another branch where her company runs their account. We went to that branch. They asked her, how can you work in Japan? Can you speak Japanese? She said, yes. Did you study? She said, yes. Do you have any certificate? She said, yes. Can we see it? We showed it. They said, okay. Now, you fill one document. After you fill it, we send it to head office. Then they process it. If it is approved that they can open account for you, then they will open account. If they don't approve it from head office, you can't open account because she's a Nigerian. Eventually, it took 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks before they called me back and said, okay, now they have gotten approval from the head office that she can open account. So I call Nigerian passport the badge of dishonor. Anybody who know me in Japan here know what I'm talking about because it's not hidden. Anybody who is still standing for Nigeria, I think that person needs his brain examined. Thank you, Mr. Guago. My son said I should tell you that the name he called you, Simon Eba, is Anusia for Wori Berelala. Also, like your enemy. So he called you Anusia for Wori Berelala.
He said,
thank you, Mr. Guago.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Bless you too. That's so. That's so. You know, and the enemy said, I want to say whatever, because I want to make a for her. How watch her? Anana can do zoo. Zoo will have a show that TV. You're welcome to the program.
Good evening. Happy New Year, Master Simon.
Good evening and welcome.
Yes. Please, I have a question to ask.
Go ahead.
Can I go on? Please, I want to ask, when a country or a nation declares itself sovereign without the backing of the UN, what happens? Because I'm aware that there are only 2 nations like in the world that that are not part of the UN, which is Palestinians and Holy See, which is the Vatican. But what really happens when a nation is not, when a nation declares sovereignty without the backing of the UN?
You will still know what happened and you are asking. You just mentioned Palestine, you just mentioned Vatican. But let me tell you, when it comes to Biafra, are you an Igbo man?
Yes, I'm Igbo.
Do you know the saying that says Onye ji igu ka ehu na-eso? Do you know what it means?
No, what does it mean?
It means the person that have the leaf of the palm tree or something like that is the person that the goat follows, because in Africa goat eat the palm leaves. So if you do not have it, and you are going close to a goat, the goat will not follow you. So what this means in essence is that Biafra declaration will not be like other people that are not recognized by the UN. We are going to declare Biafra. We are going to stand our ground and fight. After that, they will have no other choice than to recognize us. 2, Biafra has been there before. The war has been fought, and the reason that Biafra, Nigeria, killed us has not been resolved. And today, it is even more clearer that those who fought against Biafra that time, they are regretting it today. So it is not like what it used to be. 3 is that when I say Ejigu, or our natural resources is the palm tree or the palm leaf that we have. So they need us more than we need them. You understand me?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. So if you understand that they need us more than we need them, you will know that immediately we declare and defend it, they are going to recognize us. As simple as that. They have no choice. Yes. Russia have grounded Europe. The next target is us. They don't have any other sources again. Do you understand me? And most of the resources we have not been tapped. They are undeveloped and all that. So, but we are going to be, like I said, we are going to have what we call a brain-based economy. And of course, somebody is writing bilateral agreement. Of course, that's when they have, when some nations have, of course, even before the UN, the UN is just ordinary. Before the UN, we even talk about recognizing us. Many nations will recognize Biafra. Everybody will be rushing to make business, to have a relationship with us. The only thing they want to know is how ready and serious are you?
Yeah, just like Afghanistan now.
Afghanistan now, they don't get choice now. A whole terrorist take over Afghanistan. What did they do? They don't have choice. People were running away and holding aeroplane to fly with aeroplane like that. You understand?
And the whole world has recognized Afghanistan.
They say they should denounce Al-Qaeda, just to denounce Al-Qaeda. All the crimes they committed against humanity, they did not even mention them. So we know, word is now, who stands strong, take it. So people of Biafra should understand that Fulani cannot outsmart us, including in their killing, and including in their bravery, including in their criminality. If they come with crime, we defend ourselves with guns that we have. So we are not going to, the monopoly of violence is not in them alone. That is it. They kill us, we kill them back until we get our freedom.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear this.
Thank you
very much.
It wasn't the yard, All right. Thank you. All right. All right, we continue. Yes, Princess, anybody that is supporting any governor candidate is not ready for Biafra. So they must come clean and do this thing once and for all. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. Hello. Anthony, great. Thank you very much. I want to thank you especially for holding forth for our leader. He's so proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
it's like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Asaf go by stage for the breakfast. Can I warm up? Can you listen to your phone, please? Can you listen to your phone? Listen to your phone. I'm hearing myself there.
Yeah. Good evening from here.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Yeah, please. This is Biafran pastor from Abia State.
You're welcome.
Okay. Please, it has been long. I'm trying you, and I'm happy now that I get you, Mr. Simon Ekpa.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Please, I want to appreciate you, first of all, for your good work. You know, despite I'm a pastor, I've been telling people that you are the right person which Chukwuoki Kabiama had choose to represent and speak for Biafrans and to make sure that Biafra is restored.
In the absence of Onyendu.
Yeah, that is it. And you know, last year when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, let me say this now. A driver to one politician walked to me and told me that Barrister Geoffrey is behind the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu onye ndu.
Please hold it there. Hold it there, please. You are a pastor.
Yeah.
Somebody told you, a driver to a politician told you, that Barrister Ejiofor is behind the kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now, you see, it's for you to believe me, or for the Biafra that is listening now to believe me. I am saying it because when this driver said it to me, I didn't believe him. That was last year. 2 months after Mazen, yes, 2 months after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. And I said to him that what he just said cannot be possible.
Hey!
That how can a barrister who is defending IPOB, Biafrans, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu behind the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, person that he is defending?
Yes.
And he said to me, I should watch that very soon. He just speak like a prophet. He said to me that very soon that Barrister Ejiofor will be exposed.
Wow.
Now I asked him a question. How do you know? How do you know that Barrister Ejiofor is behind the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? He now said to me that his Oga, the politician that he is driving, said it to him.
Hey!
To face. The man was open up to him after a meeting that they went to in Enugu State, if I'm not mistaken.
Chineke.
Now, see, Simon Ekpa, please, what I'm telling you now is, in fact, I don't know. Now, but let me just say this. I thank God for you. Honestly, I thank God for you. I have something to tell you. You see, he said to me that the drive that the politician said to him that the only obstacle they are going to have is somebody that called Simon Ekpa. Yes. That the person, that is the way he put it, he said the person living in Finland, one Simon Ekpa living in Finland, something like that.
Oh, back then, just 2 months into the kidnapping, how Choputago, na Simon Ekpa gabo their obstacle.
Yes.
Chineke God.
Now, there is something he said. The way he put it, he said one man living, he didn't call your name.
Yes.
He said one man living in Finland is going to be their obstacle. He's going to be their obstacle or something like that. I was like, honestly speaking, I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him.
Chai!
But when you now, it's like there was somebody who started talking against Simon Ekpa. Barrister Ejiofor. That time is when I now know that what that driver said to me is true. And you know, he came for me to pray for him. He came to me to pray for him. So when I now hear it, it's like somebody was kicking against Barrister Ejiofor them before you now start exposing him.
Try.
You know, one thing they try to do is to, like somebody said to me, so many people were saying it, he says Simon Ekpa has derailed. And I was the one till tomorrow. I will keep on saying it anywhere I go. I was telling them they should listen to Simon Ekpa. Because when you now start exposing Barrister Ejiofor, even before you start exposing him, people were kicking against you. And I was telling them that somebody said to me that a politician said to him that you are going to be their obstacle, that they should listen to you. I'm telling you, till tomorrow, what I'm telling you now, I will continue doing it. In fact, you are God. In fact, God just picked you to fight against the evil. Nigeria is evil. Nigeria is satanic. Nigeria, they are vampires. Nigerian government are vampires. Do you know, as I'm talking to you now, Mr. Simon Ekpa, if you go to Okigwe Expressway Fulani herdsmen are kidnapping. As I'm talking to you now, they are kidnapping in Okigwe Expressway.
You know, Okigwe?
Somebody called on phone and told us that one of her sisters traveling to Lagos was kidnapped in Okigwe Expressway. Now, another person came to me, was crying. 2 women came to me, was crying, telling me that her son was kidnapped in Okigwe Expressway on Saturday, this 17th of December 2020. And I asked them a question. I said, the people that caught, they said yes, that the people has caught. I asked them a question. Is it Fulanese or Igbos, Abi Yoruba? They said to me, the woman said to me, not Igbos, not Yorubas, that they are Hausas. That they are Hausa, they are speaking Hausa. That means they are Fulanese.
Well, we are going to put our satellite in Okigwe, in that Okigwe now, and thank you for this information. Please, it is very important that any place you see kidnapping going on in Biafra land by Fulani, please, Biafra should always endeavor to inform us, so we put our satellite there. You know, we have those intels, of course. You know, the place where they are kidnapping is different from where they want to attack. So most of the intels we have are when they gather to try to attack or strike any community or stuff like that. But you know, the kidnapping, they can stage kidnapping anywhere, especially close to military checkpoint. So do you have military checkpoint in that particular Okigwe road?
Sure. Yeah. About 2 checkpoints.
Oh, 2 checkpoints.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So that is the point. That is the problem, because the military they are working with the military, and you know, they collaborate, and when they get this money, they share it with the military, because the military are part of them. In fact, part of those kidnapping are even the military. Some of them will just change their uniform and go there, the Fulanis, change their uniform and go to the bush and kidnap. That's what they do. And that's why we are not, we don't want to see military checkpoint. No matter, of course, the checkpoint will be, but they are going to be hearing from us, in a water way, because we don't want them in our road. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. There is something I wanted to tell you, but not on air like this. So I don't know if I can get to you.
Yes, you can. You can send me a message, and send me a message, and after the broadcast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you. Remain blessed. Please.
Bless you. Thank you. All right. Hey, hello, Melo. Have you people seen it? That the truth is out. But the breaking news is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu distanced himself from Ejiofor, at least from the report we are getting. You're welcome to the program. Yes. Yes.
Even in a man, Abakin, and they walking as a mara. Kansuko Ibo and a Maram Macandena, then a guy and a modi will take it too much. You know, your new name now is Thunder. And you go wherever you wish. You understand? That is your new name. Yeah. You see a job for, like as this man said, I called you the other day, I told you that if you investigate a job for very well, when you began that, well, if you investigate a Ejiofor, you will know that Ejiofor is the masterminder of the whole thing.
Yes.
I know them very well. They love money more than anything. But I thank God that our brothers have picked up and know what they were doing. You know? You know, I have one thing that I intend to ask you. Can I?
Go ahead.
You see, like what our sister said concerning passports, it has been an epidemic to everyone who have traveled out of Nigeria. So, like, if it will be possible, let the government in exile put eyes in that, because so many of us are completely stuck in one country or the other because of this passport. In where I am now, I can't work, I can't seek for a job for any company or whatever because of this passport. Even to get a house here is a very big issue. When you get a house, a place where you pay, despite the high cost of everything here, they will ostracize you somehow, chastise the person not to, you know. So if there will be anything, because everything has to start at a time based on like.
So what is the question?
That's the question I want to ask in a way, like, are we having a hope of having our own passport soon?
One thing is that you can't have a passport where you do not have a recognized entity, where you don't have a country. So, but what we can have is that we can have some kind of, identity card. And that identity card can be pushed in a way that every country where you are, if you have many Biafrans there, the awareness we can create with such identity card will make them to understand that we are not in unison with the crime of Nigeria. You understand? So we can create that particular awareness depending on what happened next year and how, depending on how we are, how long we are going to do this Doha Canon. So, so depending on, of course, depending on that, because how come I do Canon? I got to so
what, my brother, this is not Idua Canon. You see, this is not Idua Canon. The Fulani will be wiped off from Nigeria. They will go back to where they come from.
Exactly.
Because they refuse to learn. And then if I'm trying to use this medium to speak to some of our leaders, those whom we honor, we call them leaders, or those who are in political position. And I'm also saying this as an advice to the Northerners also, if that they know what is good for them, they should call all these our leaders to a meeting. And they kill them because they are the one who divided Nigeria. I'm not saying this because I'm on the phone now. When Mazun Nandekano went to them before, there was a thing that he wrote to them. Now they know that he has brain. And these our leaders were fucking down to them. Well, bound down for somebody you're supposed not to bound down for. And now they continue to mesmerize the country. Every day they were mesmerizing the country, looting our money. All this money that they are discovering from one warehouse to another, that money is enough to put Nigeria in order. And if, like, the interview of this guy, what is his name, Abacha boy, that you heard, that, and you view it later, because I saw it before you analyze it here, and the analyzation you gave to it opened my brain more. Now, you heard what that man said, that what we have in Nigeria, in that accurate, maybe some piece of Borono elsewhere, can build 10 Dubais in Nigeria. We're not talking about the other ones. The oil that we have in Nigeria can build America in Nigeria, can build London in America, in Nigeria. But yet, they cannot even listen to know who is who. There were 11 allegations on Nandekano. Which country on this earth can their citizens be held in a certain place, and none of them that call themselves leader or father, that is normal, that can sit down, be eating food with a sweet mouth? Sometimes, in fact, I know why God drove me out from Nigeria, because I'm supposed to be a dead man now. They know me when I was in Mazov then. They know me very well. You understand? But I believe God.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
To be the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
That is my son.
He's doing fine. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right.
You see, onye nwe bagu me.
There. All right, we continue. Honestly, I was supposed to end 2.5 hours, so we take one more call. You're welcome to the program. Rastafari.
You are our voice. You are Biafra voice 247.
There we.
You are Ugochukwu Tuwerai. Because Biafra voice 24/7. Nigga area got no choice. Biafra voice don't reach heaven. I say that you are Biafra voice 24/7. Nigga area got no choice. Biafra voice don't reach Zion. See ya. You are named Biafra. You be the son. You are son. You make Biafra sonny. You are named the offspring. The analyze. You be Paul Obiko. True survivor for survivor of Biafra. Yes, you are Biafra Global Network. You are Ajere Biafra Biagonabia. Asimna Ajere. Hear me out. Kasi Wagumwana more. Maybe Hana more. I hear how what again. Because hear me out, please. Please telepath, non-image. Wow, living stone, because the truth cannot be refuted. Biafra superstar, you be Biafra unite. We're not talking Igbo. It's Biafra, you say. I see. Ohamadike never took the name. People gave him that name, Ohamadike, and people give him name every day because Ohasi waiting they happen. Not him take out. People give you what they see in you. So, and every person who is truthful inherits every name. This is why when he spoke at the conference in Namdekan, he was so pleased. He said he has spoken everything I wanted to speak. And he was so glad. And like Namdekan would call one Nigerian, he will make a program, say only one Nigerian, so oppositions. You call him as a Biafra and say, no, please, you do that. Because you are looking for somebody to convince you otherwise. And you don't see. But people who say people shouldn't listen to somebody, this is where you see intimidation. Please hear me out. This is where people manipulate. Namdekan never wants you to move like a sheep. Namdekan question. He is the man who questions the authority. If the authority is doing good, he will relax and be enjoying the goodness. But as long as he goes bad, he comes up and questions. And this is why he says you shouldn't follow sheepishly. And this is why he's so pleased with you. See, so right now, in each and every of all these Biafran autopilot people, I see you. And I'm just trying to make them know that we appreciate them. More mother. We appreciate Biafra superstar. We appreciate every one of them. And what they come every day with are people who don't understand. There is what we call Oyoko meter. This is a thing that is a meter, a gauge, and it is. So when Simon puts his fingers, cross it and make a hole, is yokoing everything. So it's like, Oyoko, since you have the wrestling, your mate never win you. Can beat you, Baba Mboga, Oyoko. Okambolo kamau oyoko where ya tuli me no gavete koke oyoko Nigeria tuli me we gavete koke oyoko Fulani tuli me gavete koke oyoko water in everywhere oyoko because water for their face water for their face water for their face. In this water workshop, we have water warriors. We give you water non-stop. Oh, water surplus in this water workshop. We have enough water warriors. We give you water non-stop. Water warriors. Yeah. Dragon, bringing disintegration, conquering dragon, oh, Jizu, get destruction, conquering dragon, you bring into disintegration, conquering dragon, yeah, oh yeah. Message to those who are trusting those who see their palliative, why there was lockdown. Hey, I'm not going to talk about them. Harmful things are happening. You trust in people who don't talk about them. Oh, what a suicidal spirit you have. What a suicidal spirit. It's like Daniel, right in the lion den, in the dance of Fulani. They will never win you. I say, conquering dragon, you ride into Biafra land. Conquering dragon, you bring into disintegration. Conquering dragon, yes, to disintegration. Conquering dragon. MNK.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. All right, we're going to listen to our new song.
Olendi